I'd like to call the Flint Board of Education regular board meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. Board members, as I call your name, please reply present for the public record. Vice President Wright? Absent. Secretary Ramsdell?
Present.
Treasurer Green?
Present.
Trustee McIntosh? Absent. Trustee Perry?
Present.
Trustee Strozier? Absent. And myself, President Lester, am here. Vice President Wright, have you joined? Trustee McIntosh? Trustee Strozier? Okay. Before we begin tonight's meeting, let's everybody please rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice for all. I'm glad we still do that. Thank you, Casey.
If we're being honest, I did not realize that we had a choice not to, but I absolutely would always choose to. I like the pledge. Okay, I would like to entertain a motion and a second to approve the minutes and batch from the October 13th, 2020 Governance Subcommittee meeting, October 21st, 2020 Special Board meeting, October 21st, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting, October 21st, 2020 regular board meeting, November 11th, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting.
So moved.
Any corrections?
Seconded.
Seeing no corrections, the motion to approve the minutes and batch will be conducted via roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve the minutes and batch. Vice President Wright, have you joined? All right, Secretary Ramsdell?
Yes.
Treasurer Green?
Yes.
Trustee McIntosh? Trustee Perry?
Yes.
Trustee Strozier? And it's a yes for me. The motion passes 4-0. At this time, the board will hear any comments from the public regarding agenda items. Members of the public are reminded that the Board of Education by its bylaw 1370 are not obligated to answer questions, to make statements, or commitments in response to issues raised by the public. In general, such issues will be referred to the superintendent for investigation, study, or recommendation. Any public members wishing to speak regarding agenda items may raise their hand or submit their name in the chat section to alert Stephen that you want to speak. Stephen will state your name prior to unmuting your microphone. You will have 3 minutes to address the board. Please restate your name and state your address for the public record before you begin speaking. Stephen?
Good evening, board. I currently have no comments nor any raised hands.
Thank you, Stephen. The public is reminded that you may also send an email to FBOE@flintschools.org to have comments read at the next meeting. Now we'll receive the superintendent's communique from Assistant Superintendent Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, board. Good evening, guests.
Good evening.
My name is Mr. Kevlin Jones, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Flint Community Schools, filling in for our Superintendent, Anita Stewart. This school year, the Flint Community Schools District theme is creating synergy during difficult times. Across the district, so many staff members continue to go above and beyond to support our scholars, and we can't affirm enough their display of professionalism, courage, and compassion. As the pandemic continues to present new challenges, we remain grateful for their leadership. On Sunday, Governor Whitmer and MDHHS announced Pause to Save Lives, a new order officially closing high schools, colleges, and universities to in-person learning. While our scholars have been learning remotely since the start of the school year, this further affirms our decision to put safety first, and we continue to prioritize the health and well-being of the school community. Under these heightened restrictions, staff will not be returning to buildings for the time being. Additionally, the FCS administration building will be open to staff and families by appointment only. We encourage members of the public to contact 760-1000 to make an appointment. All scholars will continue to access their education online as we have ongoing conversations with local health experts and evaluate all learning options for the remainder of the school year. We ask that the community remain Flint focused and keep one another safe by practicing social distancing and avoiding large gatherings as recommended by the health department. We were also pleased to announce earlier this week that the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation has provided the district a grant of $1 million to ensure scholars have continued access to online learning.
Oh
The
my,
grant will be used to purchase additional technology, 600 iPads, 1,200 Chromebooks, and 1,400 mobile Wi-Fi hotspots to help scholars and families stay connected with educational, after-school, community education, and health and wellness resources. We want to also thank Sodexo Magic for partnering with FCS again for this year's Holiday Hope food donation event. We know Flint families depend on the meals provided during the school day to make ends meet. For the holidays, we want to ensure families are provided for. We are grateful to our community partners for helping us stay Flint focused and ensure our families can overcome any obstacles they may encounter. To help families stay connected, the district is launching a monthly e-newsletter, which will include important updates and information. Critical communication will also continue to be shared on the district's website at flintschools.org via robocalls and on FCS social media platforms. But the e-newsletter will be an added communication tool to meet our families where they are. On Monday, November 30th, from noon to 1 p.m., we also encourage you to tune into our monthly live stream series called Flint Focus, Working Together, where we will all discuss the role of community school directors, their part in family engagement, and we will discuss resources available for scholars who are preparing for graduation. The first Flint Focus live stream launched in October, and we were pleased to see phenomenal participation. More than 630 people viewed the live stream, and more than 300 people engaged by reacting to or commenting on, sharing, or clicking on the live stream link. We hope to continue to see community members engage in this series moving forward. So join us November 30th at noon by visiting our Facebook page, facebook.com/Flint Community Schools. Together, we will work to ensure our scholars' success and they succeed. Thank you.
I have a question.
Thank you very much, Assistant Superintendent. Ms. Perry?
Yes, the Holiday Hope, did you say a date? I'm so sorry, I missed that.
Yes, it's this Saturday, November 21st.
At,
It's from 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock, excuse me.
oh, okay, I didn't say that correctly. What venue?
Oh, it's at Northwestern High School.
Okay, so it'll be at 11 o'clock. Correct?
No, ma'am, it starts earlier than that. We're going to be there from 6 a.m. to 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow, that's early.
There's been changes due to the restrictions given by Governor Whitmer and MDHHS.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Casey,
Yeah.
you
Mr.
know,
Ansel?
just a huge thank you to the Mott Foundation. Did we know this was coming, or is this the first? I mean, I think this is the first I've heard about it. I'm not sure, but just what would we do without them? That is absolutely awesome. And so,
Right.
and
They've done just, yeah,
well, Mr. Lester, can you send them a thank you note from the board? Or an email?
absolutely. Absolutely. And then on that same note, the partnership with Sodexo Magic has just been, phenomenal. At this point, we're right around 1.3 million meals that have been provided since COVID began.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just such an amazing amount of effort that's gone in. And just the partnership that those two, the Mott Foundation and Sodexo have had with us through this entire thing has made such a humongous difference in the outcome for our families, for our kids, for connectivity, for food, for nutrients, everything. I can't speak highly enough of the two, but absolutely. Ms. Green, I'm sorry, you had your hand up.
Okay, is this money coming from the My Foundation in addition to some monies that they gave not recently, or was that Community Foundation who gave us money for hotspots and technology? Because when I first seen this, I thought this already happened. So is it in addition to something that was already done?
Yes, it is in addition to an earlier grant provided from the My Foundation.
Okay, that clears everything up. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Jones.
You're welcome.
They really hooking us up. That's all I'm gonna say, and thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, they've
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ridgeway's been no, I think we're all just saying the same thing. Ridgeway's just been a huge help. The Mott Foundation in general has been a huge help. It's just awesome stuff.
Well,
Anything else for Assistant Superintendent Jones?
well, I'd like one more thing is just to remember how Sodexo came through with when we had the big snowstorms a couple years ago, but we were able to open Southwestern for meals and stuff. They really have been just an awesome part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Board members, I would like to entertain a motion and a second to approve the action items in batch that were moved at last Wednesday's Committee of the Whole meeting. Human Resources Committee action item 1.13 through 1.15, Finance and Operations Committee action items 11.54 and 11.56, Board Committee of the Whole action items 21.18, Academics Committee action items 25.27 through 25.32.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that we approve all action items. Are there any questions? Seeing no questions, the motion to approve Human Resources action items 1.13 through 1.15, Finance and Operations action items 11.54 and 11.56, Board Committee of the Whole action items 21.18, Academic Committee action items 25.27 through 25.32 in batch will be conducted by a roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve. Vice President Wright, have you joined? Secretary Ramsdell?
Yes.
Treasurer Green?
Yes.
Trustee McIntosh?
Yes,
Hi, how are you, Carol?
I'm wonderful, and yourself?
Wonderful, thank you. Trustee Perry?
Yes.
Trustee Strozier? And it's a yes for me. The motion passes 5-0. Okay, Governance Committee. Mr. Jones.
All right. I seek your approval to move action item 5.9, first reading of amended board bylaws, sections 1100, 1152, 1300 to the December 9th, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting for a second reading and adoption.
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions? Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, the motion to move action item 5.9 to the December 9th, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting for a second reading and adoption will be conducted by a roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve this motion. Secretary Ramsdell?
Yes.
Treasurer Green?
Yes.
Trustee McIntosh?
Yes.
Trustee Perry?
Yes.
That's a yes for me. The motion passes 5-0. And then First reading of temporary remote work policy for Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration, MIOSHA compliance. Mr. Jones?
I seek your approval to move, excuse me, which one are you on? Okay. So we're on the-
5.10.
Okay, I seek your approval to move action item 5.10, first reading of temporary remote work policy for Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration, MIOSHA compliance to the December 9th, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting for a second reading and adoption.
So moved.
So moved.
It has been moved and properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, the motion to move action item 5.10 to the December 9th, 2020 Board Committee of the Whole meeting for a second reading and adoption will be conducted by a roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve this action. Secretary Ramsdell,
Yes.
Treasurer Green,
Yes.
Trustee McIntosh,
Yes.
Trustee Perry,
Yes.
and it's a yes for me, and the motion passes 5-0. Okay. I seek your approval for action item 11.57, gifts and donations.
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yes.
Seeing no discussion, oh,
Carol said yes.
What'd you say? These
okay.
were gifts and what else? Did you? I'm
Gifts
sorry.
and donations.
From where? I'm sorry. I'm lost about your gifts and donations.
I don't have my packet pulled up right in front of me. Let me, hold on,
Okay.
let me find it.
I'll check on my own. I still have time to investigate it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Board President, Stephen, if you're able to scroll the agenda and take it down to page, it looks like it's page 23. Are you able to do that, Stephen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. There you go. I'm trying to jump between my script, the camera, and the packet.
Go one more page, Stephen. It's on the next page. It lists our donors that came to the district. And so you'll see 2 donations there and what they were for.
Okay. I got you. Thank you.
There's a misspelling. We didn't put an R in Pierce.
We will correct that. Thank you for that note.
Are we sending, Mr. President, are we sending a letter to the?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, it's part of your motion. Go back up, Stephen.
Yeah, I didn't read it. I forgot.
Is there any further discussion?
No, thank
Seeing no further discussion, the motion to adopt action item 11.57 will be conducted via roll call vote. As I call your name, please say yes or no to approve this motion. Secretary Ramsdell,
Yes.
Treasurer Green,
Yes.
Trustee McIntosh,
Yes.
Trustee Perry,
Yes.
and it's a yes for me. The motion passes 5-0. In the Finance and Operations Committee, this is an information report. Ms. Dumfries?
Does anyone have any questions related to the information that I provided?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dumfries.
Are you calling her
Now,
Humphrey or Dupre?
It's Dumpre.
Dumpre.
Yes.
Did it sound like you
I'll be
said
honest.
Humphrey?
I was saying Dumfries. Yeah, I was saying
That's what I
Dumfries.
thought.
So,
That's what I thought.
so I was
Who is
probably
Dum-
mispronouncing it then. So Dumfries is
Yeah, there you go.
That is correct. I'm right.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I apologize for that. All right. Now, Academics Committee of the Whole information. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. I need to be able to share my screen. Mo, if you can make sure I can share my screen, please.
Stephen's passing that over to you right now.
Okay. All right. Let me go into slide show here. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So every month we are to give an informational to the board and the public of our return to learn continuity plan. And so I'm going to share some information with you. And if there's any questions from the board or the public after I am finished, I'll be here to assist in any way I can. So we've looked at our return to learn in a holistic way, encompassing enrollment, connectivity, participation, and relationships. Our enrollment at this time is 3,251 scholars. And you can see next to that our daily attendance rate. And our daily attendance rate is based on a two-way communication twice a week for each scholar from their teachers. The two-way communication ensures that our scholars are given credit for being online and being in school. The two-way communication it does not have anything to do with their actual grades. They must show up for distance learning or the virtual learning in order to get grades to suffice for them being in school. So just because they're in attendance doesn't mean they are pass or fail. We are back to giving grades as usual. So I wanted to make that clear. As far as connectivity, we have given out 949 hotspots, 3,180 devices, whether it be iPad or Chromebooks. 2,135 technology tickets have been put in, and we've delivered on 2,135 technology tickets. Hats off to the staff for that. Hats off to Vartech and all of those who have assisted with helping our parents. Technology devices and hotspots distributed to scholars. You can see it broken down by school where you see zeros. They just did not give out that particular type of device. They gave out the other.
You want to get your own food and start warming up your food?
Boy, that's nice.
You want me to go back? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Special population served are English language learners. We have 67 scholars served, individual and small group instruction delivered virtually. Hats off to Danielle Peru for her work and the team that works with her. Scholars with disabilities, 864 scholars with IEPs, 272 scholars in self-contained and ECDD classrooms. 2,252 total scholars contacts, 40% individual and 60% small group instruction delivered virtually. Hats off to our LSS department.
Boy, that's the truth.
Just to give you some data, this is some completion data so you will know what's going on. We're still in testing. We're still doing our testing till December 9th. This is just some completion data. We will be at 100% by December 9th. So you can see by school the completion rates. They came back to school November 9th and started testing. And so they're still in DIBELS testing. I want to affirm our K-3 teachers as well because not only are they doing DIBELS, but they are also doing NWEA testing as well. And this is the NWEA is the platform that we're using to assess our scholars across the district 3 times this year. And so this is the completion rates. We will have data concerning meeting their target growth, hopefully in our December meeting. So instructional supports for staff, 58 of 83 secondary teachers, 70% of them, and over 40% of elementary teachers have received one-on-one or more sessions of one-on-one coaching. Hats off to our district instructional specialist team, led by Delyn Smith. They have really been working hard to ensure our teachers are getting one-on-one coaching. Also in the PLC support, 100% of our teachers at Holmes, ALA, and Southwestern, and over 50% elementary teachers have had PLC support since August 5th. This is ongoing.
That's great.
13 professional learning sessions have been delivered to support professional learning prior to October 27th. And here's a few of them. You can see in blue. Over 400 district staff registered to attend our Carousel of Learning. 43 sessions were offered on this day of professional learning, held on October 28th. This is just a snapshot of some of the comments made by our teachers in the district. Of course, there's more, but as you can see, teachers really enjoyed this and they want to continue this Carousel of Learning. This was a half-day PD. Many of our teachers have given concern for this to be a whole day. So teachers, we hear you and we appreciate your comments towards this. Hats off again to our district instructional specialists, our cabinet, and our teachers and principals who participated in the Carousel of Learning. Family supports. We had 11 parent universities to support instruction and scholar engagement, informational sessions, how to work the Google Classrooms and Zoom. Over 9,770 total number of parent support calls from facilitators. Those are our parent facilitators. And you can see it broken down by school. A lot of calls have been made. Also, we've had two citywide events, live events. September, we had 1,224 viewers. In October, we had 1,068 viewers. Hats off to those you see on the screen, Gretchen and also Ms. Strozier. And we will continue those every month.
That's great.
Our wellness team supports. There are 8,633 documented wellness calls completed to FCS families, specifically to confirm contact information, food distribution needs, healthcare resources through our community health workers, accessing using the district digital systems, coordinating student technology, pickup and delivery, shared expectations regarding the current status of the reopening, confirmed with families their preference regarding communication from the district. 550 homes were visited in our initiatives for scholars to return to learn. So hats off to all of our wellness staff in every single one of our schools, and also our central office, those of you who participated in going door to door to ensure our scholars were in school.
That's great.
This is some partnership information. Our CRIM has been working hand in hand with us to ensure a lot of this was done. We appreciate our CRIM partners. 164 scholars were involved in FIRST Robotics, 12 in FIRST Robotics Challenge, We still have Girl Scouts going on in 4 schools, 1,672 community health worker calls, 433 health assessments, 500 Flint Fresh grocery boxes, 63 take-home packets to our GSRP scholars, 137 adults participated in virtual classes and events. This is outside our parent facilitator events. 214 adults participated in enrichment and in educational activities. 392 adults participated in grant writing and drive-through events. 4 FAFSA workshops, 39 parents attended senior night, college visits, and home visits for at-risk students. And 108 adults participated in events to support attendance. Last but not least, we would like to take our hats off to Sodexo, like you guys said earlier. Since August 5th, 284,444 meals have been served. We're continuing to serve meals every day. And we are also ensuring that our parents know that anytime that they do need something, our wellness team is continuing to help and continuing to serve. Meals since March, 1,105,588 meals total.
Oh my goodness.
And that is our extended continuity of learning plan information.
Okay, board members, we must give the public an opportunity to comment about the learning plan after we hear the update from Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, thank you very much for your time and effort with that wonderful things. And I know the board is going to have things that they want to say, but first I want to give the public an opportunity. So with that being said, I'd like to inform the public that if they wish to comment about the learning plan, please make sure you raise your hand or submit your name in the chat section so we will be able to call upon you. So Stephen, is there anybody currently that is in the chat section?
Hi,
Steven?
sorry about that. Sorry about that. I do have one hand raised here from Amy Warren. I will unmute her now. You also have to unmute yourself, Ms. Warren.
Ms. Warren, you may still be muted.
She appears unmuted, but it's not coming through. If you have, if you'd like to just type it out in the chat or comment section, Ms. Warren, I will read it aloud for you.
Okay, is there any other comments from the public, Stephen?
I do have one here, it looks like, from, expand this, sorry about that, from Harold Ford.
Oh.
Mr. Ford.
Question reads, media would like to have access to the slides with the information. When will the slides be available? Harold Ford from East Village Magazine.
Superintendent Jones? Assistant Superintendent Jones, sorry.
The slides can be available as early as tomorrow.
I will add that I will also be uploading this video of our of the board meeting tonight to YouTube.
Perfect. Were we able to get the other question typed up, loaded, or anything?
She has not entered just yet. If it comes through, I will be sure to let you know.
Okay, is there anything else in the public section?
No other comments at this time.
Okay, board members, Ms. Perry, I know you had your hand raised.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, I know during the summer we were allowing, even if a child was not a student of ours, we were still feeding anyone that came up because they were hungry. they needed some food. So
Yes,
are we continually doing that?
I'm
Yes.
not sure that I was going to ask Ms. Dumpre to speak to that.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Dumpre. Yes, we are. We still have authorization from MDE to feed anyone under the age of 18.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Dumpre. Got it right that time, I think.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other board members?
Can you
So
see?
I just want to say, oh, go ahead.
Just hats off to all of these people that have been working so hard. Boy, when the Flint community is in need, the Flint community steps up, and the board or the people connected to the board and to the schools has certainly led that. It's just heartwarming. It is just heartwarming to hear all of those things that people are doing, and just truly appreciated.
Just and Betty, that's exactly what I was going to say. What a phenomenal job from
Yes.
everybody involved, and just
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier with the team and everything like that. Stephen, were you able to get that loaded, or are we still anything?
Nope, it has not come through.
Okay. Well, thank you, Assistant Superintendent. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Got that. Okay, before we adjourn, I'd like to give the public an additional opportunity to address the board. Any public members wishing to address the board must raise your hand in the chat section to alert Stephen. Stephen, please check in to let me know if anyone wishes to speak.
There are no new questions at this time.
Okay. The public is reminded that you may also send an email to FBOE@flintschools.org to have comments read at the next meeting. Do any board members have comments? Nothing? So it does appear, Ms. Perry, that you are going to have plenty of time to even get some popcorn before your 8 o'clock Chicago shows come on. So that's an early Thanksgiving gift for you right there. Our next board committee of the whole meeting will be held on Wednesday, December 9th at 6:30. And I would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy, and limited Thanksgiving. I know right now is very trying times for everybody and very hard. So hopefully everybody is able to be safe and healthy and happy and still find some way to connect with all their loved ones. So that being said, everyone have a good night.
I wanted to say something real quick.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ms. Perry.
Yeah, just to piggyback on that, please be safe, everyone. I've just gotten phone calls within the past 2 or 3 days of friends and their children who are doing the right thing, young adults who are truly doing the right thing, and because of someone else's negligence, have now become positive. And so please, please emphasize to our families, just can't do what we normally do this year. Let's be good this year, so next Thanksgiving we can really throw a big party with our family.
That's right.
That's all. But have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yeah,
Absolutely. You all as well.
You as well. Be safe.
All right.
Thank you.
guys.
Be safe. Yep. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.